everybody, I'm Vasel. Welcome to Look Back. This is a series of videos that I do where I take a look at reviews that I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago, and I tell you what I think about them now, if I think about them at all. And I say that because 20 years ago, I had to look at these games. I've not played many of them. Get Paul That Promotion is the first one. This is from Black and White Games, where they tried to copy the idea of cheap-ass games. Mike Petty, this is kind of a sell, make a funny logo thing. I've dropped this one considerably because 20 years ago I was much more forgiving of, games that didn't look very good. This one, unfortunately, there's many other games out that does do it better. This one's now a 5. Big Deal. And this is a game where you're trying to make big deals. Nice, colorful components, kind of a back-and-forth, cutthroat business-style game. 6 out of 10. It's fine. Infinifield. A weird abstract game where you're trying to build these kind of groupings of the different rectangles and squares of colors. 6 out of 10. Dividends. This is another one, a cutthroat style game that when I did it, I said it really only works with 5, another kind of stock market style game. 6 out of 10. And World and War Combined Arms. This is a game that I was actually pretty interested in. It's had plastic pieces, and there's some neat ideas here, but again, it's kind of been usurped by other different style games that come in the past 20 years, another 6 out of 10. 10 years ago, I reviewed a couple games from Tasty Minstrel, from the same designer, Mike Heller. City Hall just was such a bland, boring, didn't like it at all game, 5 out of 10. And Captains of Industry, which was a little better, but just felt okay at best, 6 out of 10. And then I reviewed a bunch of card games from Dice Hate Me, put out these card games where they had these very strict contingents. I think I had to be an exact deck of cards, 52 cards. Easy Breezy Travel Agency, that one I liked the name of it. It was an okay set collection game, 6 out of 10. Pie Factory, really wanted to like it because it's about pie, but again, it was just another okay game, 6 out of 10. 1944 Race to the Rhine is an interesting game where you are trying to be the first one. Your different army divisions kind of competing against each other in World War II to be the first one to get to the Rhine River. So it's a different kind of war game. It's more about logistics and support than it is anything else, but it's cool, 7 out of 10. Isle of Trains. This is my favorite of the little games from Dice Hate Me. And this one I've given a 7 to, but realized that they remade it just a couple years ago, and I gave that one an 8.5. And there's a lot of reasons that, because they were constrained by this 52-card deck, they made the deck bigger, they've expanded it, and it's just a much, much better game. But I really liked it even back then. Fallen, this is a game where one person's a dungeon master, the other person's going through back and forth. Interesting card game, actually. It feels a little bit different than other things. 7 out of 10. Penny Press. I remember when this game was the rage. Penny Press. And now people don't talk about it as much. Building little newspapers. 8 out of 10. Worker placement. Steam Torpedo First Contact. Another game that's dropped off the radar. A 2-player game from Yellow where you're both submarines going back and forth. Really interesting. 8 out of 10. Dominion Adventures. 10 years ago, the 9th expansion to Dominion came out. More duration cards, reserve cards, events. It's pretty good. 8 out of 10. And then Stockpile is now 10 years old. Stockpile, one of the best stock market games where you know a little bit of insider trading, but not too much. If you don't like stock market games, you still might like Stockpile. 9 out of 10. 5 years ago, I reviewed Crown War, which was absolutely dreadful. 2 out of 10. Nice component. That's the only thing I think that kept me from giving it a 1. And Dose, which I gave a 2 because I thought that was funny. Dose, the sequel to Uno, which is still around. I still see it in stores, but it's worse than Uno. How's that possible? Twice as bad. 2 out of 10. Kill the Unicorns. Well, this one surprised me. I was expecting to dislike it, but this is a little set collection game with a humorous theme and really good artwork. 7 out of 10. Good and Bad Ghost. This was a reprint of a game from 1980. It's a strategic game, a little bit like Stratego, where you're trying to figure out your opponent's good and bad ghosts. 7 out of 10. And Big City, 20th anniversary. Now, Big City has been completely replaced by Foundations of Rome / Foundations of Metropolis. But there's still some interesting ideas. I have a lot of soft spot for Big City. It's one of the first games I got where I had plastic city buildings. It was neat. This is a nice addition here, even though I believe the company who made it has since gone belly up. But if you can find it, 7 out of 10. Offshore. Aporte makes some pretty fantastic games. This one has an off-putting theme to some, and even if you do like the theme, It's kind of a dreary look to the whole game, but it's still a pretty solid, interesting game about oil rigs. 8 out of 10. Piece of Pie. This is not the same as Piece of Cake. This is a different game from Blue Orange about pies and drafting, but I like it. It's really good with kids. 8 out of 10. Fast Sloths from Friedman Freese. This is an excellent game that he has made. It's a pickup and delivery, but you're using different animals. So some animals move, well, they all move in very different ways. So you have to figure out the fastest way to get your sloths around a racetrack. 8 out of 10. Rush MD. Speed games, they kind of can, they're not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like this one. It is you have all these hospital patients coming in, and you have to do little actions, use tweezers to do things, and you're flipping timers. There's some really cool concepts of this one. It's a fun cooperative game that's pretty thematic. 8 out of 10. Stay Cool. I've increased my rating of this one because this party game, which you have one person and two different people are asking you questions at the same time, and you have to answer one with words and one by rearranging some cubes. It's very stressful. It is hilarious to watch, and it goes over so well. Even if you don't want to play it, you still might sit at the table just to watch everyone else play it. Very few games are like that. 8 out of 10. And Starcadia Quest, the sequel to Arcadia Quest. Really enjoy this one. I like the fantasy theme better, but every other change Starcadia Quest did, the plug and play, monsters, the going down to fewer heroes worked really well. 9 out of 10. All right, last year I reviewed City of the Living, which was a remake of Prosperity, kind of a zombie remake of that game. Had some interesting ideas. Has a rich get richer thing, but other than that, I like it. 7.5. Agamonia. This is one of the few of these big, giant, games that I think will stick around for a while. This one stands out in the crowd. There's some things that I would have liked more about it, but man, it's pretty cool. 8 out of 10. Union Stockyards. I did not think I would like a game about slaughtering animals, but there's some really cool features to this one. It's a really interesting, it's almost a stock market game. 8 out of 10. Biohack from Uchibakoya. This is maybe one of my least favorite games of theirs, and it's an 8. That's crazy, right? I still really like it, but their games are just that good. And this game where you're making crazy creatures and splicing genes and going to different weird places, it has like a dark theme behind it that works really well. Slay the Spire board game came out a year ago. What an amazing game. I really was expecting to not like it. Like, why would you make a board game of a video game that was a board game? But it works, and it works in different ways than the Slay the Spire video game does. Great cooperation in it. 8.5. And then Primal the Awakening just keeps getting better for me. This boss battler, which I don't play mission. I just play mission to mission. But you grab some equipment, you grab your heroes, you pick the level, you pick a monster, and you fight it. And it is such an epic experience each battle. Really like it. 9.5. And there you go, folks. Those are the reviews I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel. We'll see you next time. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.